Beyoncé and Jay-Z are getting divorced. Rumors have it that they are finito. This shows that things are becoming heated in the Carter household. Is it even possible for you to imagine? They had been apart for some time, and the streets reported that things were heated between them for a hot moment. They've decided to maintain the impression of a happy marriage, anyway, and keep it quiet. But based on rumors circulating that Jay-Z and his friend Diddy are being set up by the Hollywood elites to be exposed, it appears that Queenie is taking serious precautions to keep herself safe. That's what happened to his former Roc Nation artist, MIA, after all, who came forth to disclose his ties to the Bronfman family, who have been implicated in some very dubious dealings. According to rumors, Beyoncé is ditching Jay-Z to save herself because it appears that he might be crashing and burning, and she is not going to crash that way either. It's tea time, so come on in. It's really wild. As for Beyoncé and Jay-Z, rumors have it that the singer is going to divorce court because she is done with the marriage. Therefore, she wants out. Therefore, have a seat. Because Jay-Z dedicated his whole Grammy speech to criticizing Beyoncé and the Recording Academy for having wronged her during her solo career. This is extremely shocking. Beyoncé is the biggest Grammy Award winner to date, and she has had 4 nominations for Album of the Year. While there were great expectations that she would win for Renaissance last year, she was not successful. Fans thought that the Renaissance album was superior. Therefore, despite winning for his Harry's House record, Harry Styles was pulled for littering. Jay-Z interviewed Tidal because he was so furious about it. Since Jay-Z is the face of Tidal, his decision to provide the interview shows how much he wanted the word to get out, saying, "Look what it's done to the culture." He offered a few compelling reasons for why Beyoncé should have won Album of the Year. See the way the world's energy moved. In the nightclub, they performed the entire record. Each remix is incredibly good. Everyone feels motivated. The world has been inspired by it. It stimulates creative thinking. That's an album when it simply stimulates creativity. The album in question must win the title of Album of the Year. Although, he stated, "The truth is we grew up wanting to be on the Grammys, and it was all go." He did not criticize the Grammys for favoring Beyoncé. We just wish for the truth from them. It is what we want. Though subjective, music demands attention to detail. That's our only desire. Because we love it so much, all we want is for them to do it correctly. Michael Jackson and Stevie Wonder were our childhood favorites. 3 years in a row, Stevie Wonder took first place. He appeared to be somewhat distressed about that last year, but a whole year had passed, and people assumed that he might have moved on. There was cause for celebration as Beyoncé became the most awarded artist in Grammy history. Though it was evident that Jay-Z had a grudge, he brought up the matter once more and criticized the Grammys for their perceived bias against his wife, saying he didn't want to embarrass her. Jay-Z received the Global Icon Award at the Grammy Awards last week. There was a mixed reaction from the fans about Jay-Z's lack of an Album of the Year win. Many believed that she was being ungrateful, considering that she already holds the record for the most Grammys ever, 32. Many said that rather than lamenting Beyoncé's failures, he ought to be appreciative of her achievements. On the other hand, many others thought it was adorable that Jay-Z would defend his wife in such a way. To be honest, it was evident that he genuinely cared about her and her priorities when he was still standing up for her over a year later. Furthermore, it was adorable to see that he spent his moment of glory concentrating on her rather than on himself. The streets are claiming that Jay-Z's attempt to woo Beyoncé was a desperate attempt, as they have reportedly been split up for some time. Nevertheless, it appears that there may have been more motivation for him to speak up for her. They have been living apart, but they have decided to present themselves to the world as a married couple, much like Will and Jada Smith did from 2016 until Jada announced their news last year. The popular pair may be getting a divorce because Beyoncé supposedly intends to move through with the separation and divorce Jay-Z, according to blogger Storm Monroe, who claimed to have inside information about this. As they've been pleading with Beyoncé to split from Jay-Z and move on with her life for years. Some members of the Beehive are relieved to learn about this, though the Beehive has been pleading with Beyoncé to leave him for years. Things took a turn for the worse when she disclosed that he had acknowledged an affair with a woman known as Becky who has amazing hair. After all of that, Beyoncé decided to support her partner. But now she's filing for divorce. She has been there for them through thick and thin. So obviously, there's more going on here. Truly, she has endured years of hearing from others about their age gap and how he might have used his influence to force her into marriage. Beyoncé and Jay's age difference is a common topic of discussion whenever someone digs into their relationship. Beyoncé is 42 years old as of today, having been born on December 4, 1981. 133 years older, or a staggering 53, is Jay-Z, who was born in 1969. Though many relationships do not have a 13-year age difference. This one is unique in that Beyoncé was only 18 years old and Jay-Z was an experienced 31-year-old when they first met. An 18-year-old dating a 30-year-old is strange, but when you're both in your 40s and beyond, the age difference might not be too noticeable. It gets even stranger when you listen to Jay-Z's 2018 song, "We Played It Cool at the Cancun Pool," on the Carter Everything Is Love album, 713. I'm sure that large zoo will make the stupid back off of me. V may convince you. It held back and allowed the idiots to speak. I immediately recognized fate, had me seated beside you on the aircraft. The fan scrutiny and the online talk surrounding this whole age difference story haven't abated yet. Next, he was still a teenager when he made moves on her. Some people have been asking if Jay-Z might have gone too far in some instances. This became a contentious issue, provoking discussions and inquiries regarding the circumstances around it all. Before making their big debut, together at the 2004 MTV Video Music Awards, they remained quiet about each other. Their 2004 Grammy-winning song Crazy in Love was one of the duo's previous releases by the time that year. The romance was not as smooth as the music, which was becoming popular and selling well. At the beginning of their relationship, there were rumors that Jay-Z was cheating on Beyoncé by playing the field with other ladies. Everyone was left guessing since it was one of those cyclical stories that came and went. In her 2006 song Resentment, Beyoncé made deliberate allusion to the drama by stating, "Loving you is easy," previously. But now that you've lied, my misgivings about you have grown stronger. It was evident from that things weren't all sunshine and rainbows. I know she was pretty, but I was here first, been riding with you for 6 long years, she stated bluntly later in the song. Translation: though BJ persevered through their early courtship, there were undoubtedly some infidelity concerns. When Beyoncé and Jay-Z decided to get married in 2008, they did it in a ceremony held in Jay-Z's apartment. Apart from the customary ring exchange, they went above and above by obtaining matching tattoos of their beloved number 4 on their ring fingers, making their wedding day unlike any other. How come 4? That is, in part, since April 4th. 2004 was their wedding anniversary. September 4th Virgo is Beyoncé's birthday, whereas December 4th is Jay's. For Roman numerals, let's not forget about Jay's album, 444, along with Blue Ivy and Ivy. Thus, it is unlikely that they realized that their 4 tattoos would represent the ups and downs of their marriage. The Carters ended up in the middle of one of the most juicy scandals on the internet, 6 years into their marriage. Things began to unravel soon after Jay-Z and Beyoncé's sister Solange attended the 2014 Met Gala. An exclusive bombshell about the notorious elevator incident was released by TMZ, the internet's favorite rumor mill. Indeed, the pixelated, monochrome video had Beyoncé, Jay-Z, Solange, and Jay-Z's bodyguard squeezing into an elevator.